Take two.
Welcome everyone to the very first edition of What's New Pussycat. This is the February edition, so it should be coming out here shortly. If you're watching it now, it's obviously come out. So we'll go through some of the questions that we've got on our Facebook page. That way you can get to know us a little bit more. So without further ado, we'll start off with the first one here. It comes from Don Rhodes. It says, where did the name Danger Kitty come from and who thought of it? So I guess I'll answer this one because it came from me. It was kind of an inside joke between me and one of my friends in college when I was working at the maintenance department. We used to joke that some of the old men were in a band called Danger Kitty. And so when we were trying to think of a new name for this new music project, as a joke, I suggested it, but you can see it stuck. So we went with Danger Kitty.
This next question comes from a fan by the name of Amy Kathleen.
Nerd.
Her question simply states 3 words. Why the name? Well, to answer that, I first have to say, what's in a name? I don't remember the rest of that. So why the name? Well, every band needs a name, and we decided this was a good one, so that's probably why. But it started as a joke. Robbie suggested it, and Bo had a very special bond with Danger Kitty and became the advocate for the fierceness of the cat.
I just like cats.
David just likes cats. But because we are from Fort Worth, it's our hometown. Fort Worth is Panther City, and cats. Panthers are dangerous cats. Therefore, Danger Kitty.
Just like us. Goodness.
So I think that would be why the name.
All right, the next question is from Valerie Clark Bales. What famous musician or musicians do you personally identify with? Me personally, the first singer I can ever remember singing a song for was Michael Jackson. It's pretty much the same today. If you catch me, I'm probably listening to MJ. I like a lot of Stevie Wonder, a lot of R&B, Motown stuff. That's where I draw my inspiration from.
I think for me, vocally wise, I guess here recently in my writing style, I kind of go towards Glenn Frey from the Eagles, just with his vocal melodies and the actual lyrics that he writes. I feel like I'm pretty close to that. And then as far as musically wise, I think I really identify with Billy Joel. I've liked to learn his stuff all throughout my my music career. He's a really fun artist to mimic, and I feel like I draw from that experience every time I sit down and learn one of his songs.
Well, speaking of who I personally identify with, I try to style myself after the likes of Barbra Streisand. I claim her as my spirit animal.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I guess Stevie Ray and John Mayer are cool too.
Yeah.
The definite Streisand.
But like Streisand for sure. Like the woman speaks straight to my soul.
Welcome everyone, Bo. This is Bo
that's
Turner.
Bo.
Yeah, this is our new drummer.
Say hi, Bo.
Hi.
You don't
Hi,
know Bo.
everybody.
You don't know Bo.
You
but
don't know Bo.
Hi, Bo. He's
Bo
one hell of
knows.
a drummer.
Bo knows.
Bo knows.
So, Bo, what musician or musicians do you personally identify with?
So, as a person, I identify with Dave Grohl. I think he's got an amazing disposition. I think he's a very down-to-earth guy, and just think he's cool. Not with his music, though. I don't really care for it. Except for the Foo Fighters stuff. The Foo Fighters stuff's cool in Nirvana. Musically, I identify with a guy named Michael League. He's the bassist for Snarky Puppy and the original forming member. He's just really creative. He comes up with stuff that I don't think anybody else would hear, so I look up to him. And he makes really funny faces when he's playing, so it's really enjoyable.
Oh man. Well, I love Pino Palladino.
I was about to say, don't say Victor Wooten.
Yeah.
Who is it now?
Pino Palladino.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an
Pinot
incredible.
Pinot Grigio?
Yes, Pinot Grigio. And I really like this band. He Is Legend. and they've always had a impact on me, in how I think about melodies and how I hear bass parts. More in my metal days, but their first record was really influential on me. Matt's an incredible bassist, and I got to meet him a couple years ago. I think you were at that show, yeah.
Okay,
That was pretty dope. Yeah. I like playing with fingers. Not a pick guy. I play bass. There's nothing interesting about it.
That's what she said.
One in particular that sticks out is I identify with Isaac Brock from Modest Mouse. One, it's more of a kind of an eclectic style of music, and I can really kind of get down with anybody whose general philosophy is to not write a love song. And
And you too ran your car into a cop car the other day.
yeah. And he's got a lisp,
Nobody?
so
That went right over my head.
y'all don't
I got
Dang it! No, we'll stay over here.
I got it.
Just the guitar players.
Oh, goodness. When we gave Bo the hardest one, it's got the most words in it.
Oh boy. Charlotte Rains asks, have any of you guys been formally trained or had any music lessons? And how old were you when you discovered your passion for being musicians? For me personally, I had formal training in guitar and drums, but I think that the majority of the time I've been playing, I've just been picking it up on my own. For the longest time, when I was young, I actually really did not like music because it was forced upon me. And then at about 13, I switched instruments to the drums and it became a lot more fun.
Formally trained.
I'm definitely not formally trained, and it shows. No, I actually started as a drummer. I was 13. I worked really hard to save up for this kit, and loved playing it. And I played for, I guess I moved to Texas when I was 21, yeah. So, what, 7 years? 7, 8 years?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then when I got here, I don't know, something just drew me about the bass, and more than anything, I view the bass as a rhythm instrument more than a like long guitar. So I still maintain a lot of my rhythmic roots when I play, and like to think of lines connected like that, but there's something about bass that literally moves you, and it was very attractive. So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Plus your hands are
Glad you like
gigantic.
Huh?
Plus your hands are gigantic.
Yeah.
Man, that helps.
And everybody needs a bass player again.
You know what they say about guys with big hands?
I gotta buy big
They
gloves.
wear big
There you
gloves.
go. They play big guitars.
They play big guitars.
I am not formally trained, never taken lessons or anything. I've picked up, over the years, tidbits from people along the way, but nothing substantial as far as sit-down training. I've always been really passionate since a young age, so I always thought it was something I was wanting to do, to play music. I never got into it when I was too young, but around the age of 13, inherited a guitar, had a best friend who liked to play a lot, and just kind of went off from there.
Dude, what is it about 13? Because I started playing guitar when I was 13.
Puberty!
Yay! My sister had a guitar that she got for Christmas that sat in her closet for like 2 years and she never touched it.
Jordan.
What?
Same thing happened here, sorry.
Right. It was a piece of junk like Squire Strat. Not even like the classic player, like the one that comes in the starter pack.
Bullet, baby.
Yeah. It was a hunk of junk, but I always liked the appeal of being a guitar player. I wanted to be just like Dick Dale when I was 13. So I picked it up and started playing surf music.
Oh, wow.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's bad that you have to quote Pulp Fiction.
I thought I was going to be like a surf guitar player, and I thought like I was going to be the coolest dude in the world because I play guitar before I figured out literally everyone in the world plays guitar and no one gives a crap.
Especially that latter part.
Oh yeah, especially that part. So I started playing when I was 13. I went to Dallas Baptist University for 2 years, but I skipped class a lot and slept on David's couch in his apartment. So I didn't while that is considered formal training, I didn't really go to any
How
of my
many
classes.
questions are you
Hi,
answering?
Mom.
How many questions?
You know what? You shut your mouth.
You
I
got your
answered
turn.
my way.
I guess in a way you kind of did teach me bass in a weird way.
I guess so.
I have no training. I just sing pretty.
All right, well, there you go. That's Tony's. I did have some formal training. I took piano lessons for 2 years when I was in junior high, so around the same age, so 12, 13. And I only did it for 2 years, just enough to where I could get a basic understanding of the notes on the keyboard. And then when I was in high school, I went through jazz band all 4 years, and I had a little garage band that really is where my piano skills blossomed.
Temporary Utopia.
Yeah, Temporary Utopia,
Friday Crew.
Friday Crew, yeah. But then for my vocal skills, I was in choir all through junior high and high school, and then I did private voice lessons, but it was more for choral singing, not necessarily rock and roll. But yeah, all about the same age that everyone else. About 13 is when I started and when I really was passionate about it.
Richard Cook would like to ask, as a band, is it easier to write the words or the music for original songs, and why? Everybody knows we were in a cover band, and we only wrote half of those songs. So,
We're still waiting on the royalty check.
Yeah.
by the way, give it that. So yeah, is it easier to write lyrics or music? What do you think?
Music.
Yeah,
Words are hard.
Yeah, the music
Words-
always comes.
I think music
Faster
came
for
first
me.
for all 5 of our songs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Music is the answer.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely music.
Gotta have something to sing to
Makes the people.
Come
I didn't
together.
figure out what you want to say.
right now.
Brad Brown says, does every member get a say in what is or isn't played?
Except Bo.
Except Barbara too. Nobody messes with Barbara.
Bo's the only one that has no legitimate input.
And I'm totally okay with that.
But in general, yes. Everybody gets input. Usually, you just kind of try to come to a consensus amongst the members as to which idea is working the best. Usually, we just kind of roll with majority rules if we can't come to a unanimous decision.
We have a democracy.
Yeah, it's
we're,
a democracy.
We're friends at the end of the day, so it's not like we're.
It's a Robbieocracy.
Yeah, he's the tiebreaker.
Robbie is the supreme leader of the Cat Pack.
It was going to be Rob Popular.
The cat pack.
The cat.
Well, yeah, so there you go, guys. So this is going to conclude our very first What's New Pussycats. Go ahead and get on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. That way you can get more updates on when we release music and more What's New Pussycat episodes. But other than that, I guess we're just going to say bye. Bye.
Take 2.